What's going on, guys? It's your boy Parag the Frog. That's another channel. It's your boy Parag. Back with day 8. Just worked out. Today is my day off, so instead of waking up, going for a walk, your boy woke up, ate some breakfast, played one game of League just to digest the food in my system. Boom! Breakfast, oatmeal, chia seeds, protein powder, milk, peanut butter, and water. And for the back day, oh my god, for the workout today, we did a back day. The video skip to this timeline to skip me reading, because you already know it's gonna be long. And I'm going out today, so I'm not gonna be going for a walk, and I'm definitely gonna be walking a lot. So I'll at like the end of the video, I'll be posting like a little Snapchat to prove that I'm walking, because outdoor workout. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling super good. I just worked out. I'm feeling kind of dazed right now. I'm not gonna lie, I did a little back day, and the lighting is kind of not too bad for once. We're gonna start reading. Also, just to let y'all know, on my days off, I will be streaming League of Legends. So after this book that I read, and after I do some editing, after I shower, I'm gonna stream for maybe like an hour, because I gotta dip at like 12. And then tomorrow, Wednesday, July 16th, I will be streaming again. So hop into that, Prog the Frog Twitch. Don't miss it. You'll watch me in and be good. I'm level 29 on this account, so I'm close to unlocking ranked. And from there, we'll truly be... I'll probably get flamed because I'm not that good, but fuck it. Okay. Zen Mind. Beginner's Mind. Okay. We left off with talking about belief, talking about being in the present moment. We're talking about... Where is this? Wait, let me Okay. Alright, so where we left off. If you find it impossible... Sorry. If you find it... What did it say? Yo, I'm like full of energy. I don't know why, but I'm feeling good right now. I got a big ass pimple on my nose though. Anyways, if you find it impossible to sit because of some pain or some physical difficulty, then you should sit anyway, using a thick cushion, or a chair. Even though you are the worst horse, you will get to the mirror of Zen. Suppose your children are suffering from a hopeless disease. You do not know what to do. You cannot lie in bed. Normally, the most comfortable place for you would be a warm, comfortable bed. But now, because of your mental agony, you cannot rest. You may walk up and down and out, but this does not help. Actually, the best way to relieve your mental suffering is to sit down in zazen. Even in such a confused state of mind and bad posture, if you have no experience of sitting in this kind of difficult situation, you are not a Zen student. No other activity will appease your suffering. In other restless position, you have no power to accept your difficulties. But in Zazen posture, which you have acquired by long, hard practice, your mind and body have great power to accept things as they are, whether they are agreeable or disagreeable. When you feel disagreeable, it is better for you to sit. There is no other way to accept your problems and work on it. Whether you are the best horse or the worst, or whether your posture is good or bad is out of question. Everyone can practice Zazen, and in this way, work on his problems and accept them. When you sit in the middle of your own problem, which is more real to you, your problem or you yourself, the awareness that you are here right now is the ultimate fact. This is the point when you realize by Zazen practice, in continuous practice under succession of agreeable and disagreeable situations, you will realize the mirror of Zen and acquire its true strength. I feel like that, sitting down, being in moment, accepting everything that's going in your life, in your body, just one, accepting it, two, letting go if it has something to do with the past, and three, have faith that you will avail and push through. Like, I'm not gonna lie, back in university, there's definitely some nights when I'm just in bed, I'm just like, oh, I have a presentation tomorrow, here we go, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna stutter, it's gonna be, which I did stutter, but like I only presented for like maybe 4 or 5 minutes, and then I left the class. I don't know about y'all, but okay, newsflash, if you guys aren't in college yet or will be in the future, sometimes you can just leave class and no one's going to say anything, not even the professor, because they hold you accountable for your own grades, right? But there will be a day in your college classes at some point where y'all got to do like a presentation or something, I'm telling you, as soon as you do yours, just leave. Ain't nobody like, oh, the professor. Most of the time, what they do now, they've learned about this strat. They're like, oh, I'm gonna put down a Google form, or like they're open like a Canvas Dropbox. Okay, I want you guys to open a Google document and choose 3 groups out of like the fucking 15 and like give them critical responses, submit it, and the groups that like you choose can't be back to back because they're trying to make you stay for the entire presentation. The strat is you do the very first one, you do the one before you, and then you do the one right after yours. So like you stay for an extra 5 minutes, hand it in, leave. If you're first, okay, if you're first, you're kind of cooked. But anyways, okay. No dualism. We say our practice should be without gaining ideas, without any expectations except even enlightenment. This does not mean, however, just to sit without any purpose. This practice, free from gaining ideas, is based on the praja parami. Okay, the praja parami sutra. If I prajna paramita sutra. Anyways, however, if you're not careful with the sutra itself, we'll give you a gaining idea. It says, form is emptiness and emptiness is form. But if you catch to that statement, you are liable to be involved in dualistic ideas. Here is you, form, and here is emptiness, which you are trying to realize through your form. So form is emptiness and emptiness is form is all dualistic. But fortunately, our teaching goes on to say, from form and emptiness is emptiness, here is no dualism. Form is form and emptiness is emptiness. Okay? When you find it difficult to stop your mind while you are sitting, and when you are trying to stop your mind, this is the stage of form is emptiness and emptiness is a form. Wait, when you find it difficult to stop your mind while you're sitting, and when you're trying to stop your mind, but while you are practicing in this dualistic way, more and more you will have oneness with your goal, and when you practice becomes effortless, you can stop your mind. This is a stage of form is form and emptiness is emptiness. To stop your mind does not mean to stop the activities of mind. It means your mind pervades your whole body. Your mind follows your breathing. With your full mind, you form the mudra in your hands. With your whole mind, you will sit with painful legs without being disturbed by them. Okay. Cooking. Sorry, I just want to do it. I look good as fuck right now. I'm not gonna cap to you guys. Sorry. Okay. This is to sit without any gaining idea. At first, you feel some restriction in your posture, but when you are not disturbed by the restriction, you have found the meaning of emptiness is emptiness and form is form. So to find your way under some restriction in the way of practice does not mean that whatever you do, even lying down, is zazen. When the restrictions you have do not limit you, this is what we mean by practice. When you say, whatever I do is Buddha nature, so it doesn't matter what I do, and there is no need to practice zazen, that is already dualistic understanding of everyday life. If it really does not matter, there is no need for you to even say so. As long as you are concerned about what you do, that is dualistic. If you are not concerned about what you do, you will not say so. When you sit down, you sit down. When you eat, you will eat. That is all. If you say it doesn't matter, it means that you're making some excuse to do something in your own way with your small mind. It means you are attached to some particular thing or way. That is not what you mean when we say just sit is enough, or whatever you do is zazen. Of course, whatever we do is zazen, but if so, there is no need to say it. When you sit, you should just sit without being disturbed by your painful legs or sleepiness. That is zazen. But at first, it is very difficult to accept things as they are. If you will be annoyed by the feeling you have in your practice, when you can do everything, whether it's good or bad, without disturbance or without being annoyed by the feeling, that is actually what we mean by form is form and emptiness is emptiness. I'm trying to understand. Like, form is form. Okay. When you suffer from an illness like cancer and you realize you cannot live more than 2 or 3 years, then seeking something upon which relies you may start practicing. One person may rely on the help of God. Some else may start the practice of Zazen. His practice will be concentrating on obtaining emptiness of mind. That means he is trying to free from the suffering of duality. This is the practice of form is form, no, form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. Because the truth of emptiness, he wants to have the actual realization of it in his life. If he practices in this way, believing and making effort, it will help him, of course, but it is not perfect Zazen. Knowing that your life is short to enjoy day to day, moment after moment, is the life of form is form and emptiness is emptiness. When Buddha comes, you will welcome him when the devil comes, you will welcome him. What? When the devil comes, you will welcome him. The famous Chinese Zen master Baozi said, "Sun-faced Buddha and moon-faced Buddha. When he was ill, someone asked him, 'How are you?' And he answered, 'Sun-faced Buddha and moon-faced Buddha.' That is the life of form is form, emptiness and emptiness. There is no problem. 1 year of life is good. 100 years of life is good. If you continue our practice, you will attain this stage. At first, you will have various problems, and it is necessary for you to make some effort to continue our practice. For the beginner, practice without effort is not true practice. For the beginner, the practice needs great effort, especially for young people. It is necessary to try hard to achieve something. You must stretch out your arms." That's like a Kanye reference. Sorry. You must stretch out your arms and legs as wide as they go. Sorry. Let me focus up. Form is form. You must be true to your own way until you last actually come to a point where you see it necessary to forget all about yourself. Until you come to this point, it is completely mistaken to think that whatever you do is Zen, or that it does not matter whether you practice or not. But if you make your best effort to continue your practice with your whole mind and body without gaining ideas, then whatever you do will be true practice. Just to continue should be your own purpose. When you do something just to do it, it should be your purpose. Form is form, you are you, and true emptiness will be realized in your practice. Okay. So do I not look so, guys? Do I not look so? Okay, this may come on. Just that, like, all the times, like these past few days, I be recording, like, kind of early in the morning. So and it's been cloudy outside, so like the lighting is terrible. But today, I don't know why, but the lighting actually looks pretty good. I'm like, bro, my tan lines though. God damn. Okay, anyways. Sorry. After Zazen, we bow to the floor. We bowed to the floor 9 times. By bowing, we are giving ourselves. To give up ourselves means to give up our dualistic ideas. So there is no difference between Zazen practice and bowing. Bowing. Oh my God, I keep saying. Usually to bow means to pay our respects to something which is more worthy of respect than ourselves. But when you bow to Buddha, you should have no idea of Buddha. You just become one with Buddha. You are already Buddha himself. When you become one with Buddha, one with everything that exists, you find the true meaning of being. When you forget all about your dualistic ideas, everything becomes your teacher and everything can be the object of worship. When everything exists within your mind, all dualistic relationships drop away. There is no distinction between heaven and earth, man and woman, teacher and discipline. Sometimes a man bows to a woman. Sometimes a woman bows to a man. Sometimes the discipline bows to the master. Sometimes the master bows to the discipline. A master who cannot bow to his discipline cannot bow to Buddha. Sometimes the master and the discipline bow together to Buddha. Sometimes we may bow to cats and dogs. In your big mind, everything has the same value. Everything is Buddha himself. You see something or hear a sound, and there you have everything just as it is. In your practice, you should accept everything as it is, giving to each thing the same respect given to Buddha. Here, there is Buddhahood. The Buddha bows to Buddha, and you bow to yourself. That is the true bow. Bow, bow, bow. Sorry, I shouldn't have to say that. I'm so sorry. If you don't have this firm conviction of big mind in your practice, your bow will be dualistic. When you are just yourself, you bow to yourself in its true sense, and you are one with everything. Only when you are you, yourself can bow to everything in its true sense. Bowing is very serious practice. You should be prepared to bow even in your last moment. When you cannot do anything except bow, you should do it. This kind of a conviction is necessary. Bow with this spirit, and all the precepts, all the teachings are yours, and you will possess everything within your big mind. Sen no Rikyu, the founder of the Japanese tea ceremony, committed harakiri, ritual suicide by disembowelment, in 1591 at the order of his lord Hideyoshi. Just before Riku took his own life, he said, When I have this sword, there is no Buddha and no patriarchy. Patriarchs. He meant that when he meant that when we have a sort of a big mind, there is no dualistic world. The only thing which exists is this spirit. The kind of imperturbable spirit was always present in Riku's tea ceremony. He did anything in a dualistic way. He was ready to die in each moment. In ceremony after ceremony, he died, and he renewed himself. This is a spirit of tea ceremony. This is how we bow. My teacher had a callus on his forehead from bowing. He knew he was obstinate, stubborn fellow, and so he bowed and bowed and bowed. The reason he bowed was that inside himself he always heard his master's scolding voice. He had joined the Soto order when he was 32, which for the Japanese priests is rather late. When we are young, we are less stubborn, and it is easy to get rid of our selfishness. So his master always called my teacher, "You lately joined fellow," and scolded him for joining so late. Actually, his master loved him for his stubborn character. When my teacher was 70, he said, "When I was young, I was like a tiger, but now I'm like a cat." He was very pleased to be like a cat. Bowing helps to eliminate our self-centered ideas. This is not so easy. It is difficult to get rid of these ideas, and bowing is a very valuable practice. The results is not the point. It is the effort to improve ourselves that is valuable. There is no end to this practice. Each vow expresses one of the 4 Buddhist vows. These vows are, although sentient, although sentient beings are immutable, we vow to save them. Although our evil desires are limitless, we vow to be rid of them. Although the teaching is limitless, we vow to learn it all. Although Buddhism is unattainable, we vow to attain it. If it is unattainable, how can we attain it? But we should. That is Buddhism. To think because it is possible we will do it is not Buddhism. Even though it isn't possible, we have to do it because our true nature wants us to. But actually, whether or not it is impossible to, but whether, I can't read. But actually, whether or not it is possible is not the point. If it is in our inmost desire to get rid of our self-centered ideas, we have to do it. When we make this effort, our inmost desire is appeased and nirvana is there. Before you determine to do it, you have difficulty. But once you start to do it, you have none. Your effort appeases your inmost desire. There is no other way to attain calmness. Calmness of mind does not mean you should stop your activity. Real calmness should be found in activity itself. We say it is easy to have calmness in activity. It is hard to have calmness in activity. Wait. It is easy to have calmness in inactivity. Oh my god. But calmness in activity is true calmness. After you have practiced for a while, you will realize that it is not possible to make rapid, extraordinary progress. Even though you try very hard, the progress you make is always little by little. It is not like going out in a shower in which you know when you get wet. In a frog, you do not know when you get wet. Parag the frog, he knows! Sorry. In a frog, you do not know you are getting wet, but as you keep walking, you get wet little by little. Little. If your mind has ideas of progress, you may say, "Oh, this pace is terrible," but actually, it is not. When you get wet in a frog, it is very difficult to dry yourself, so there is no worry about progress. It is like studying a foreigner language. You cannot do it all of a sudden, but by repeating it over and over, you will master it. This is the Soto way of practice. We can say either that we make progress little by little, or that we do not even accept to make progress. Just to be sincere and make a full effort in each moment is enough. There is no nirvana outside our practice. Okay, page, bro. Okay. I do not feel like speaking after Zazen. I feel like the practice of Zazen is enough. But if I must say, I think I would like to talk about how wonderful it is to practice Zazen. Our purpose is just to keep this practice forever. This practice started from beginningless time, and it will continue into endless future. Strictly speaking, for a human being, there is no other practice than this practice. There is no other way of life than this way of life. Zen practice is the direct expression of our true nature. Of course, whatever we do is an expression of our true nature, but without this practice, it is difficult to realize. It is our human nature to be active and the nature of our very existence. As long as we are alive, we are always doing something. But as long as you think I'm doing this, or I have to do this, or I must attain something special, you are actually not doing anything. When you give up, my thumb is, I just like sprayed my, okay, whatever. When you give up, you no longer want something, or when you do not want to try to do anything special, then you do something. When there is no gating idea in what you do, then you do something. In Zazen, what you are doing is not for the sake of anything. You may feel as if you are doing something special, but actually, it is the expression of your true nature. It is the activity which appeases your inmost desire. But as long as you think you are practicing Zazen for the sake of something, then it is not true practice. If you continue this simple practice every day, you will become a wonderful power. Before you attain it, it is something wonderful. But after you obtain it, it is nothing special. It is just you, yourself, nothing special. As a Chinese poem says, I went and I returned. It was nothing special. Rozan, famous for its misty mountains, Sekko for its water. People think it must be wonderful to see the famous range of mountains over by the mist and the water said to cover all of Earth. But if you go there, you will just see water and mountains, nothing special. It is kind of a mystery that for people who have no experience of enlightenment, enlightenment is something wonderful. But if they attain it, it is nothing. But yet it is not nothing. Do you understand? No. I'm trying to though. For a mother with children, having children is nothing special. That is Zazen. So if you continue this practice more and more, you acquire something nothing special, but nevertheless you may say universal nature or Buddha nature or enlightenment. You may call it by many names, but for the person who has it, it is nothing and it is something. When we express our true nature, we are human beings. When we do not know what we are. We are not animal because we walk on two legs. We are something different from an animal, but what are we? We may be a ghost. We do not know what to call ourselves. Such creatures does not actually exist. It is delusion. We are not a human being anymore, but we do exist. When Zen is not Zen, nothing exists. Intellectually, my talk makes no sense. Yeah, I'm trying to follow along, but I'm not really like following right now. But if you have experienced true practice, you understand what I mean. If something exists, it has its own true nature. It's Buddha nature. In the Parinirvana Sutra, Buddha says, everything has Buddha nature, but Dojin reads it in this way. Everything is Buddha nature. There is a difference. Okay, that was the 10 pages for today. Honestly, I think I need to start to meditate more. I only be meditating 5 minutes a day, and most of the time I'm like, oh, here we go, let me meditate. So I'm trying to be I think I need to do it more just to have a more clarity of mind. It's kind of crazy because like even after reading the 44 pieces of law, there's still sometimes I get super frustrated. I'm like, bro, what am I like? It's like I'm reading these books just to read them, but like I'm like not applying it in my life. So I gotta start doing that. So that was me reading it. Now before we go to the workout, I almost forgot. We have to do question of the day from this book because if y'all don't know, new viewers, this book has like a bunch of questions in the back. So how we're doing is I'm gonna read a question, I answer it, and hopefully y'all answer in the comments down below. Yesterday we read the question about what are things you're good at. Today, in what areas of a life do you need improvement? Oh my god, that is a lot. Okay, I'm gonna get really vulnerable with you guys, and to my friends or family that's watching this video, just know that I'm being open about it because I feel like that's what people need nowadays, especially on the internet. You gotta be more down to earth. People are like more open about things because people are up like they want to like hide and be like, no, like I'm disciplined as fuck. Like I shower every day. Well, I take a shower every day, but like normal people like me, we gotta, or like everyone else. So anyways, well, in the mind of Buddha, everyone is the same. With Buddha nature, you bow to the government the same you bow to a dog. I'm not saying that the government is a dog, but I'm just saying that like you show the same respect. Everyone has the same value. Anyways, in what areas of your life do you need improvement? Okay. One, communication. I feel like when it comes to talking to my friends, family, loved one, sometimes my communication is absolute dog shit. Most of the time it's because I don't want to upset them, friends, loved one, or parents. But I gotta realize that like at the end of the day, it's my life, and if I continue being like all hidey, like, oh, I don't want to say that, it's gonna make them sad. Man, say it. So communication for one. Second, hygiene. I'm not gonna lie, like don't get me wrong, your boy does shower every day, face wash, brush my teeth, laundry is kind of an issue. I'm not gonna lie, there's times that I stack it up into 2 bins because I don't wash it for like a week, which is kind of dirty. My bed I need to clean. Washroom's kind of dirty. I need to get in a routine of like cleaning my room because like I only do it when like if someone's coming over, like, you know what I'm saying, like, so there's that too. What else I gotta do? I gotta improve on walking the walk, because trust me, I can talk the talk. I can be like, oh, you know, 6 a.m. grind, playing basketball, I'm gonna stream every single day. But I can say that, but when it comes to actually doing it, there's a lot of times when there's been a lot of times when I haven't done. It's been a lot of times when I haven't done it, right? But and I think the last thing before actually money. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Money is a sensitive. It's not really sensitive. Honestly, what I might do, I actually might make a video of like my earnings on like of my job, because I don't make money off here. The plan is though, but I might make a video in the future of like my earnings and how I spend my money and like blah blah blah. But I'm not gonna lie, my earnings, I mean my spending habits they used to be absolute terrible. I used to blow through checks like in like 4 days. But is that I need to improve on being a more level-headed kind of person, because like on the gram, like on the videos, like, you know, y'all see me as a very, well, I hope you guys see me as like a very like funny, entertaining, calm and cool, collected guy. But in my own life, when I'm dealing with people or blah blah blah, I get mad pretty fast. Like especially at my job. If y'all don't know, I work in a call center. Trust me, I know that's gonna be another video. Me like another video will be coming out on this channel about working a call center job, because that shit is so cooked. But you know, I'm grateful that I have a job, because this market is actually cooked as well. So this as well. But and so that was 4 things. I think the last thing would have to be being more like having like I need to improve on having better gratitude in my life, because like, you know, yesterday I was on Google. I was going through like, Baus ended the stream. Why didn't y'all tell me? Yo, if y'all don't know who Baus is, he's like a league streamer. When did he end the stream? I was talking to bro. He literally streamed yesterday doing scrims, and he said that, oh, I didn't get a lot of sleep. I'll sleep more and stream longer for today. How long did he sleep? I mean, stream for 3 hours, bro. I can do that on my. Okay, I'm just joking, but being like yesterday, I was googling. I'm like buying a better mic, or like I'm like looking to blah blah blah, and then like in my mind, I was like whining. I'm like, oh, why do I have to like buy a mic? My mic is so bad. But then I got pulled back into reality. Okay, I already got a webcam. I already got a mic. Let me just stay and save money, invest, and yeah, you know. But hey, thank you guys for watching and listening me doing the reading section. I'm not gonna lie, I might do the reading more later in the morning because the lighting is definitely better and I feel a lot better about myself. Maybe because it was the weather though, because right now it's like all clear blue skies. Past 2-3 days, cloudy as hell. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. It is now time for the workout. Back day. Peace. Okay, back day. Your boy did some chin-ups. I got 5 today. I'm feeling good. Last week I had 4. Last time I only had 4 chin-ups, so I'm just gonna get stronger. But I'm like relying more on my right arm. I'm not gonna lie. Now we got some like hunched over rows. I'm always starting with my right because my my right back is smaller than my left back. I don't know how, bro. My body's full of imbalances, bro. I don't know, bro. But anyways, we're rocking out with the left. Some light for me. I think that's like 50. I think. Then we got some shoulder shrugs. The t-shirt is off. I like the sculpture of my back, but the lower part section is bothering me. Like the love handles is making me look not. I'm not a fan. And then we ended off with some lower back pull. Yo, this ankle is crazy. But this works on my upper back and staying a lower back portion as well. Making sure that my lower back is nice and stable. Because I do have some lower back pain, I'm not going to lie. But thank you guys for watching the back workout today. And it's time to go on to the eats for today. Okay, for lunch, your boy had a fat burrito. Okay, I'm talking large whole wheat, obviously. It was ground beef, rice, black beans, corn, onions, lettuce, tomato, and a little bit of mild salsa. Not too bad. It's pretty good, but a lot of carbs, I'm not gonna lie. And bro, they only put like 1 scoop of beef. Come on, bro. And then I also had a little bit of some tortilla. I had a quesadilla. It's pretty good. Same, almost the exact same like fillings as like as in my burrito, but there was also avocado inside and I think some kind of sauce. So really big lunch, a lot of calories. I'm not gonna lie. And for dinner, I was out with my friends at that time. Your boy got a regular bowl from Shelby's, as y'all can see, rice. It was this bowl was like rice and Shelby salad with like turnips, pickles, garlic sauce, hummus, and chicken. Pretty good, but a lot of calories. I'm not gonna lie. I need to chill on the food for chill on eating out for the next few days. And for the outdoor exercise, boom, 11,000 steps. Yes, sir. I'm on that. Okay. But hey, thank you guys for watching the video. You already know the deal. I did stream today on Parag the Frog at Twitch. Go ahead and drop a follow there. Hey, thank you guys for watching the video. I'm gonna be grinding a lot more content now, and it's time to grind and just head down and keep it up. But thank you guys for watching the video. I love you guys and peace out. Peace.